Hello everyone, thank you for coming back to another episode of Crypto Nook, where we talk about everything blockchain related, Bitcoin, and digital assets. We gotta stop getting away from calling just cryptocurrencies. I listen to the digital asset investment and some of these guys, and the more I listen to what they gotta say, the more I agree. Where if we call it a digital asset, it sounds a lot better than a cryptocurrency, but here we are. Coin market cap today. Bitcoin up 4.44%. Up $3,700 for each Bitcoin. Nice, good to see. Hopefully we can keep it up. We can keep it the way it is, and just move up from now on. However, we had a big pump a couple of days ago, where for no apparent reason it just dumped. I think Bitcoin was down a little bit over 10% on one day, which is huge. But with such small market capitalization right here, it's very easy to do. I mean, when you have 1,000 Bitcoins, you can probably manipulate this market pretty easily. Other than that, a lot of coins on the green today. Ethereum up 11%. XRP up 5.5%. Then what else? EOS by 10%. The biggest one that I've seen today, not the biggest one that I've seen today, but on the top 20, Tron. Tron is pumping again, is up 15.58%. It was almost 17% earlier when I looked at it, and it's been having some really good gains. Hopefully we can keep it up and we can keep moving that way. Binance Coin $6. I think Binance Coin, it's going to be a good coin to hold, just because Binance Coins is independent of what Bitcoin does. And guys, that people have looked at coin market cap and everything else, you can see sometimes the market's down 2, 3, 1% or whatever, but Binance Coin keeps going up. Or it doesn't. It's not like Bitcoin dependent. Just because Binance makes money in many different ways, and just by trading, just they make fees on the trade, so they can make a lot of money in different ways. So that's why it's not Bitcoin dependent. 10% on Neo. That's good. Good to see. Waves almost 9%. VeChain. Everything is pretty much up. Ontology. Yep. Zilliqa's up 11%. Zilliqa at 2 cents is pretty good deal right there. Digibyte 1 cent. That's a steal. And Icon. I think Icon at the all-time high, it was close to $12. It's at 23 cents right now. That's amazing. So it's good to see and for people to understand that. A lot of the times, and I saw in one of the articles, I'll probably read through it. People invested in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies at the beginning, and because when we heard, most people when they heard of Bitcoin in 2017, they put some money into it and they thought maybe it would be a quick way to make some money, but we read it entirely the wrong way. We have to look at these projects as, what do they have to bring? What would they bring to the table? And what do they bring different than what is going on today? And a lot of these projects have good ideas. However, they don't have a good team behind it, or they don't have a way to accomplish these ideas. I think out of my investments, out of my 3 or 4 top investments, number 1 to me, it would be Cardano. Cardano definitely as generation 3, and I think with the team that Charles got in IOHK and the other legs of the Cardano team and the Cardano project, they can be disruptive to this projects, to this community. IOHK, it's Import Output Hong Kong, which is the team behind Cardano. And Charles did a tweet tweeted this week his appreciation for the community for supporting Cardano in spite of all the FUD and constantly spread about the project. Most of the frustration that Charles was expressing was with regards to the never-ending narrative that Cardano is just a white paper and that has nothing going for it. So the frustration that was warranted, given how much Cardano has achieved in the past 12 months as a serious project, and thousands of hours of research and scientific research have committed into the development of this third-generation project. Most of what Cardano has achieved could take other projects years to achieve, and I completely agree with it. That's not counting all the issues they had in between with the Cardano Foundation and everything else, which I'm sure it delays some things. But even with the issues that they have a roadmap that keeps updating. That they keep updating the roadmap. And if you go through the roadmap, Project Shelly is supposed to come out Q1 2019, which is in the first 3 months of 2019 for people that don't know. And I mean, when Project Shelly comes out, I'm sure Cardano will take over the 10th spot, if not higher. But Bitcoin Satoshi's mission, I think that is on the 10th spot by coin market cap. I think Cardano will blow right through it. That's when the fundamentals and projects can actually be working on the Cardano ecosystem. And then if you hold Cardano, you can have your coins be part of the protocol where they would your coins will be used as a proof of stake, and they will help validate the transactions. Therefore, you will be getting paid a small fee just for holding your coin. So you will be getting paid in Cardano just as passive income, really, because you won't have to have anything else. You won't have to put any more money than what you already have. And when Cardano takes off, it's going to be massive. Another one that I hold is Ripple. So Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse says banks are poised to flip the switch on XRP. And when I read this article, it says the CEO of the San Francisco payment startup Ripple says banks and financial institutions are poised to flip the switch and integrate the digital asset XRP. And this is where you see the difference. They don't call the XRP a cryptocurrency. They call it a digital asset. There's a reason. In a new interview, Brad Garlinghouse told Fortune that he believes many of the 200 banks and financial institutions that have joined Ripple's network are gearing up to utilize XRapid, which uses the XRP to boost cross-border payments. So he's the CEO of Ripple. He will not be making a statement like that, like he thinks or he believes that the 200 banks that he's got or financial institutions that he's got already signed with the network are gearing up to utilize XRP. I think it may be like a coordinated effort to when it's time to start getting the partnerships and start getting everybody gearing up. And once it's probably gonna go, the price of XRP is probably just gonna take off, where a lot of people are gonna be saying, "Wow, I missed out on a 33-cent XRP or something like that." I mean, it's crazy. Let's refresh the page right now. We'll see. XRP at 33 cents. So, yeah. For those guys that I'm not a financial advisor, and I mean, I'm just a guy on YouTube giving you my my thoughts on what I think is going to happen with the crypto market. If you miss on XRP, you're gonna be kicking yourself in the ass down the road, saying, "Why did I not buy XRP at 33 cents?" Pantera CIO says crypto revolution is bigger than Bitcoin, plus Ripple and XRP, Ethereum, Litecoin, IOTA news. The one thing that I wanted to say, well, a couple things. One is, yes, Pantera co-CIO Joy Crook says Bitcoin has started a revolution that will radically transform every aspect of the global financial system. And I completely agree with that statement, because Bitcoin was the originator. The white paper for Bitcoin was the first that came out, and it started a revolution, really. It really did. So from now on, whatever you see that it has to do with blockchain and cryptocurrencies or digital assets, whatever you want to call it, it is completely thanks to Satoshi Nakamoto and the Bitcoin idea. This one, Ripple and XRP, this is, I think, one of the most important. This is Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, and Gottfried Librand, the CEO of Swift. So Ripple CEO and Swift CEO are set for a showdown in Paris. The two will join a panel called Let's Send the Money at the Paris FinTech Forum on January 30th. So in November, Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, said that Ripple was sued of cross-border payment solutions are designed to replace Swift, which is currently a dominant network used to power international payments between banks and financial institutions. So Swift didn't want to stay behind, and about a year ago they started a project. I don't remember if it's the GPI or something like that. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's basically to make faster payments, cheaper payments for the banks and everything else. However, Ripple and XRP started way back, probably 2012. 2012, I think, is when the company was actually developed. Out there as Ripple. It was probably being developed before then, so they have quite a few years of development ahead of Swift. So that will be interesting to see. I, as one of the Cardano, as the Ripple holders, I am very interested to see if Ripple and Swift once they go face to face and they show each product and see which one is the best product, if Ripple manages to come ahead of Swift, everybody better hold on to their seats, because it's gonna be a crazy ride. Another one, real quick news. These you can find them on Cointelegraph. It's got some decent news here and there. Swiss multi-billion-dollar bank Bontobel launches regulated crypto custody. And then we have Bitcoin price jumps as Tron, Ethereum, EOS, and XRP rally. And that goes along with what we were seeing earlier. Everything is in the green today. Tron definitely having a good day at 16%. 16.5% almost. It was higher than that earlier as well, and mainly pretty much everything you see, unless you see red, is because it's usually a stable coin. So if you were holding your coins on a stable coin to waiting for a dip or a jump up, then that's when you see these coins going negative, because everybody's moving their money out of Tether or through USD or USDT or USD coin or whatever it is, all these new stable coins that are out there. So thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you on the next one.